Today, I'm going to be doing an oil change in the 2014 Nissan Rogue. I'm going to show you where to spot the drain plug, the oil filter, the oil cap, and the dipstick. I'm going to tell you all the tools you're going to need to get the job done. So, let's get to it.
As you can see there, the car's computer will let you know when you need to change your oil and filter. So we'll be using a US measure, 4.6 liters, that's the engine oil capacity, the needed tools and parts, filter wrench, socket wrench, 14mm socket for the drain plug, a drain pan, a funnel, a rag, and then new oil filter and new oil. Now let's get the car on ramps for easy access to the oil filter and drain plug. Align the ramps with the front wheels as close as possible to the tires. We want the front tires to touch the ramps at the same time. Keep a slow, steady acceleration to avoid going over and stop as soon as a little bump is felt. Be careful. Engage the emergency brakes and also check that the car is sitting well on the ramps. Don't have any doubts while working under the car. Further secure the car using a brake, turn the engine off, open the hood. There's a latch there, you can see, and you can use the stand to keep the hood open. You will put it in the hole there, I'll show you. Yeah, right there. That's the oil cap, and that's the dipstick. What I'm doing here is I'm putting the drain pan under the car to prepare to catch the dirty oil. Getting my wrench, 14mm socket. Let's spot the drain plug. So there it is, that's the drain plug, right here. And right above it, you'll find the oil filter. There's a little flap there, you'll have to move, a plastic flap. Okay, let's start the process. Let's get it untightened, and the rest can finish by hand. So what I usually do is, as I unscrew this, gotta be careful so you don't make a mess. I bring the drain pan close, holding it with my hand, and as soon as it starts to pour, I just put it on the ground and let it finish. That's gonna take about 10 to 15 minutes, more or less. In the meantime, we're gonna get to the oil filter while this is draining. Yeah, so first I try to remove it by hand, and if it doesn't work out, I use a wrench, the filter wrench, just to give it a couple turns and then to finish the job by hand. Yeah, so it turned there. Yep. You want to be careful here because as you're turning this, especially that you only holding it with one hand, as you unscrewing it, you're having to release your hand from the filter, so it might drop. Be prepared to catch right there. Alright, and that's usually the messier part. You try to align the drain pan right under it the best you can. And let's put the old filter down. From time to time you have to adjust the pan under the car. That's the oil cap there, removing it. Just put it somewhere where it's not going to collect dust or dirt and whatnot. Yeah, so it's almost done.
This is where the pedals, and it's supposed to be hand tightened. So this is the old oil filter. We're gonna get the new one. So this one's probably a pure later. So this one is different. Right, so
You can use the new oil or the old oil for this one. I usually use the old oil. I don't know if it matters. So dip your finger in and rub it around the gasket in the new filter, the rubber there. Alright.
alright. So we're going back in there. And this time we're gonna screw it in. Just hand tightened. Make sure it's threaded right. Just hand tighten. Remember, hand tighten. And that's really it. I'm not gonna force it too much. As you can see, it's still dripping, but you know what? I'm not gonna wait for it to totally drain out. So I'm gonna start putting the bolt in. Alright, start screwing it. And you don't want to over tight this one too. So you take your wrench. Alright, I think that's it really. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Wiping all around this just to make sure. Alright, so let's do a little cleanup while we're here. This oil filter is in, tighten, bolt is in. That's pretty much done. Right? One thing to remember is that right now there's no oil in the engine. You don't want to start the car. You do not want to start the car. Make sure you put oil first. Nothing. Right? So nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave about 0.10 liters in the container. The oil engine capacity for the Nissan Rogue is 4.6 liters and the container is 4.73 liters. So I'm gonna eyeball it and leave about 0.10 liters in the container. That should do it. The oil viscosity for the Nissan Rogue is SAE 0W-20.
Okay. We are right here, so we have 0.5 left. Yeah, it definitely has oil.
Right at the expected marker. Alright, oil change all done. Now let's start the car.
This is still gonna show.
This is how you reset the oil and filter maintenance warning. You're going to push this settings button you're seeing here, and that'll bring you to your settings. Then you're gonna push the down arrow here to get to maintenance. And push in and select oil and filter. Then you go down to reset, push in, and go up and say yes. Push in, and that's it. And you can go back to whatever setting you prefer. And that's pretty much it. All done. Now, I'm gonna take the car down from the ramps. once you have the car down from the ramps, you might want to do a last check, spot check, make sure everything's okay, make sure the oil cap is on, for example. And last but not least, the cleanup process. And at some point, I'll be taking the dirty oil to my local Advanced Auto Parts. They do take the dirty oil as long as it's not mixed with anything else like antifreeze. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching.